Hi everyone, I'm Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different, as you guys probably can tell. First of all, before I begin, I apologize for the poor lighting because I did not set up any light. Today's video is not a makeup tutorial video. It's not a get ready with me or any unboxing kind of video. Today's video is a little bit more casual. I wanted to make it more like a chit chat session. Ever since I started my YouTube channel a few years ago, I realized that I have not done any kind of video where it's mainly just like a very casual chit chat session, Q&A or live updates kind of video. So today I'm going to do a rather quick one because I'm actually about to head out soon. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not very sure how to go about this kind of video, but I'll try my best. Today, mainly I wanted to just answer some of the questions that some of my friends and a lot of people have been asking me. And also, I guess it's because as we are closing 2023 soon, I do feel rather emotional, and also there's a lot going on in my life right now, a lot of major changes which I wanted to share with you guys on how I feel about all these changes. I guess some of you would have probably known by now, some of my close friends and people around me would have known by now, is that one of the major changes that I'm going through in my life right now is that I am actually moving house very soon, which I actually did kind of talk about it in my last few previous videos. Yeah, so today I kind of mainly want to touch more on this topic. I know that moving house is probably not a very big deal for some of you. Some of you probably move house like 2-3 times a year, but personally for me, this is actually my first time moving house. And gosh, I have never realized that moving house can be so stressful. You have so much things to pack, you have so many coordination, to go about, running around, coordinating, doing things, cleaning and packing. This is really, one of the most tiring and tedious changes that's happening in my life right now. I guess I mainly wanted to answer some of the questions that a lot of you have been asking me, and I guess the most asked questions, the most common questions that I get asked when I mention that I'm actually moving house is that, why am I moving house, where am I moving to, and when I'm moving. Yeah, so today I just wanted to touch a little bit on these questions. Okay, first of all, why am I moving? The current area that I'm staying at, which is West Coast Road, is under the government SIRS program, which some of you would know by another term, which is called en bloc. Yeah, so so my current area, the whole estate has been en bloc by government. So mainly they wanted the piece of land to do some other redevelopment of their own, which is why we have to move. Yeah, for those of you who are not very sure how this whole program works, I'm just going to do a very quick explanation. So usually when your estate or your area is probably a little more than 40 years old, or whenever government they want that piece of land for other purpose and other usage, they will do this en bloc thing. Yeah, so how it goes is that basically they will give you some new locations for you to choose, for you to move to, as for my case, the government actually gave us 2 locations, so you can choose either one of these 2 locations. And there's also a third option where if you don't like the 2 locations that you are being allocated to, you can always get your own property out in the open property market. So that's the reason why I have to move. Okay, so the second question is where I'm moving to. A lot of you guys have been asking me and very curious about it. This is going to sound ridiculous, but I'll still be moving to the west side. Technically it's also part of West Coast, but it's just that it's another different estate, different neighborhood. So the new location is about 2 streets down from my current one. So I'll be moving to there. And as for the third question, when I'm moving, this is a rather tricky question, because technically the government actually gave us a period of 4 months to move out. So from the time that I'm doing this video and things like that, I'll probably move around the first week of January. Hopefully things will go well and smooth. Hopefully just in time for Chinese New Year. Like I mentioned earlier, I know that moving house is not a very big deal for some of you guys, but personally for me, as this is my first time, to be honest, I do have a lot of mixed emotions about it. Not just because that it's my first time moving house, but mainly because I have been staying at this neighborhood for almost 40 years, and I know that by saying that I'm kind of revealing my age, but I guess it doesn't matter. So technically I can say that I was born and I grew up here, in this current neighborhood of mine. I guess I have never imagined that one day I will be moving to some other neighborhood or some other estate. To be honest, until like few months ago, I have never believed that I'm actually moving house. Until right now, I see my living room and bedroom stacked up with cartons, boxes, and lots of stuff. That reality kind of just sink in that, hey, it's really happening. I'm moving this time for real. And it's a very tedious, tiring process. Until a few months ago, I can never imagine, and I can't believe it. Until now, I see that my bedroom, my entire apartment is kind of in a mess. I don't know, to be honest, I do have a lot of mixed emotions about moving, and I know that some of my friends and some of you have been telling me that, stay positive, look on the bright side. It's a fresh start in a brand new environment. You get to start fresh, which is true. Getting adjusted to whatever that's going on around me in the new place. I know I'm supposed to feel happy about moving to a new place, new environment, but I don't know. I just have very strong, weird and mixed emotions, and I guess this is probably due to the fact that I spent the entire upper half of my life right here at West Coast, because to be honest, I literally watched how the entire area around my neighborhood has changed, has developed into what it is today. Like Tanglin Secondary School, which is like right in front of my kitchen. Back then, the entire area was just a piece of empty land, and I literally watched them build Tanglin Secondary School scratch by scratch, brick by brick, until what it is today. And by the way, the school is actually abandoned right now. The playground at my place downstairs is where I spent my entire childhood. Back then the playground was those kind of very old school kind of playground where you have that swing and then there's like a lot of sand on the ground. You can just play with the sand, build sand castle. Yeah, so it was that kind of old school playground until it changed into those more child-proof and child-protective kind of playground. The slide and everything where it's made of like plastic. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the correct material. And then it changes to now it became a fitness area for people to do their exercising and their workouts. And there's like a statue built right downstairs in front of my block, which it didn't have last time. Also, the coffee shops around my current estate have literally watched a lot of stores comes and goes, a lot of changes, and I basically knew almost all my neighbors, even though we might not stay at the same block. Yeah, so this is like how attached I feel to my current estate. Yeah, so it's basically where I spent my entire childhood, my teenage years, the entire upper half of my life. Yeah, so I guess you can say that I to be honest, I can't bear to leave this place. This neighborhood it has grown so much on me. I feel so attached to it. And I always tell people and tell my friends that this is my peaceful little village. Yeah, my little peaceful village, and my, it's a very quiet place, a very quiet estate. Unlike some of the other locations where it's more central based. I also do have some friends who doesn't know where West Coast Road is. To be honest, it's kind of situated somewhere between Clementi and Jurong. Yeah, so for me, either direction is always convenient for me. The nearest MRT will be Clementi MRT. Yeah, so I always call this my little peaceful village, little peaceful quiet town. And believe me when I say that my current area has one of the most lowest crime rates ever. Yeah, I know a lot of you probably don't believe it, but coming from someone who has stayed here for her entire life, almost her entire life, I have never came across any robbery, housebreaking, nothing of that sort. The only two crimes, so-called crimes, that I've ever came across, for staying here for so many years. The first one was actually one of the residents who was staying a few floors above me, around that side. There was an Indian man. I can't be sure whether it's a suicide or was it an accident, but he actually fell from the corridor outside and he landed on the shelter, the overhead shelter, just over that side. So basically I can actually saw his body when I went out the corridor. But that was many years ago. And the second crime was, I'm not exactly sure was it a crime, but I'm guessing that it's a call for some domestic issue. It was when I was coming home late one day. So I was walking from the car park to my lift lobby, where all of a sudden about 5 to 6 police officers, they just ran in front of me, dashed straight into the lift, They were all like fully equipped and fully armed with shields, and they just literally like just dash into the lift. And one of the officer was telling me that, please take the next lift. Yeah, and then they went up to, I can't remember which floor was it. I think it was about 7 or 8. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what happened, but that was the only time where I saw so many police officers just, dash in front of me. Yeah, so other than these two incidents, my current area is literally one of the most peaceful estate ever. Technically, I can say that the crime rate is really, really low. It's very peaceful, it's very quiet, even on daytime, weekdays, weekend. Yeah, so I've always liked this place. I've really, really grown very attached to it. Yeah, so so I guess I just wanted to share with you guys on how I really feel about moving. I know that some of my friends and some of you are feeling very happy for me. It's a new environment, fresh start. Yeah, I guess it is a fresh start. And to be honest, I can never imagine myself living somewhere else or some other area or locations, because I don't know. I guess I have always been a very westerner, a west side person. I don't think I can imagine myself living at east side or north side or some other places unless I get married one day. Yeah, which I'm not sure will it happen, but I guess other than that, personally I would still prefer staying at west side, west coast area. Yeah, as for the new area, that neighborhood, that estate is not exactly very unfamiliar to me, because once in a while I will go there for some meals, to get some of my groceries, some stuff. Yeah, so technically I'm quite familiar with that place, but not to the extent of super super familiar with how I am with my current estate. I'm not exactly sure when this video of mine will be uploaded, because for the next few weeks I'll be very busy packing and moving things, cleaning. So I'm not sure whether do I have the time to edit and upload this video. And like I mentioned earlier, as we are closing to 2023, it's coming to an end soon. I just want to talk a little bit about how this year has made me felt. 2023 was a year of self-discovery and self-healing for me. Yeah, personally for me. I did a lot of things which I never imagined that I will do it alone. I actually visited 2 art exhibitions this year by myself. I went to a few musical concerts by myself. And other than that, the major changes that's happening in my life in 2023 was me moving house. Yeah, and I have been placing all my focus on this moving house things. Yeah, so it has been a period of self-discovery and a journey of self-healing for me. And I do hope that 2024 can be a year filled with happiness and blessing for not just myself, but also for each and every one of you. Yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, so I hope this answer some of your questions about me moving house. Yeah, I can never imagine myself living anywhere else, because I guess end of the day I'm a very west side person. I'm a westerner, and I really, really love my estate west coast. And to me, it will always and forever be the place where I will truly call it my home.
Feel the earth on the hill. I couldn't make it clear. I'm so confused. Face to face is to a stranger face. Can recognize what's in the mirror. Blood and fate. Feel the heart silently, through which I can see myself. It's crystal clear. I found a mirror somewhere in my heart. Beautiful, it's beautiful, deep inside my